Hello students and welcome to today's class. So in the previous class we were discussing about the kingdom Monera. In the five kingdom classification, the first kingdom is Monera, which generally includes the unicellular prokaryotic organism. तो last class में हम लोग मोनेरा के बारे में डिस्कस कर रहे थे, जिसमें ज़्यादातर आपके यूनिसेलुलर प्रोकैरियोटिक ऑर्गेनिजम्स ही होते हैं. Today we'll discuss about the next kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Okay. So Protista is quite similar to that of Monera, but the major difference between these two kingdoms is the protists are eukaryotes. Okay, तो ये लोग eukaryotes होते हैं, मतलब उनका एक well defined nucleus होता है, which is not a property in kingdom Monera. So let us discuss about this kingdom called as Protista. They are unicellular eukaryotic aquatic organisms. So these organisms you'll find generally in water bodies. They do not generally live in dry climatic conditions. तो ये ज्यादातर आपको water bodies में मिलेंगे. Unicellular है, मतलब made up of one cell. Eukaryotic means they have an advanced nucleus. They share characteristics with fungi, plantae and animalia. Now generally इनको एक exclusion kingdom भी बोला जाता है, क्योंकि इनके जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं वो थोड़ा थोड़ा फंगी प्लांटी एनिमल के साथ सिमिलर होता है, बट द थिंग इज दिस दैट दे आर यूनिसेल्युलर. एज अ रिजल्ट उनको एक्सक्लूड करके एक अलग सा किंगडम बनाया गया है. सो दैट इज द रीजन समटाइम्स किंगडम प्रोटिस्टा एक एक्सक्लूजन किंगडम की तरह रेफर किया जाता है. मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन इज मोस्टली हेट्रोट्रॉपिक बट सम आर ऑटोट्रॉपिक. तो कुछ ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो एल्गी लाइक होते हैं, दे आर ऑटोट्रॉपिक इन नेचर, but mostly these are heterotropic organisms. That means they derive their food from other organisms. They cannot prepare their own food, like photoautotropism or chemoautotropism. So they derive their food from other sources. This is a common example of kingdom Protista. Euglena, as you can see, they are unicellular. And here, as you can observe, if you see in this diagram here, they do have a definite nucleus. उनका एक definite nucleus होता है जो हम लोग यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, right? So this is Euglena. Okay. Now the next property of this kingdom, which is kingdom Protista, is reproduce asexually by binary fission and sexually by conjugation. So binary fission we have studied previously. ये एक asexual mode of reproduction होता है जहाँ पे एक ही organism divide होके दो organism बन जाते हैं. So one organism will divide to form two organisms. That is called as binary fission. Okay, fission means division. Whereas they can also reproduce by sexual reproduction, or the mode by which they reproduce sexually is called as conjugation. अब ये conjugation क्या होता है? Now here you can see conjugation is actually a mode of sexual reproduction where you will find that two organisms, they come close to each other. Here in this picture you can see this is two paramecium. They come close to each other and they exchange some amount of genetic material. और जब ये लोग genetic material exchange करते हैं, when they exchange the genetic material, you will find after these two have come in contact with each other and they have exchanged genetic material, then they slowly separate. So when they separate, due to the exchange of genetic material between both the organisms, these two organisms after separation will have different genotypes or different genetic material prior to the union. तो ये यूनियन करने से पहले इनका जो जेनेटिक मटेरियल था और इनके यूनियन के बाद या फिर इनके कमिंग इन कांटेक्ट के बाद जो नए ऑर्गेनिजम्स होंगे उनका जेनेटिक मटेरियल डिफर कर जाएगा. तो सिंपली बोला जाए, बोथ ऑफ देम कम क्लोज टू ईच अदर एंड दे एक्सचेंज सम अमाउंट ऑफ जेनेटिक मटेरियल. पहला ऑर्गेनिज्म कुछ जेनेटिक मटेरियल अपना दूसरे को देगा, दूसरा ऑर्गेनिज्म कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ जेनेटिक मटेरियल पहले वाले को देगा. एज अ रिजल्ट इनका जेनेटिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है वो चेंज हो जाएगा. So that is called as conjugation. See, there is no formation of gamete here. यहाँ पे कोई gamete formation नहीं हो रहा है. But this is also a mode of sexual reproduction, exchange of genetic materials. Okay. Now, if we look into the classification of Protista, you'll find it is divided into the following groups: chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoan. So these are the 5 basic categories in which the protista has been divided. पहला group होता है chrysophytes, which generally includes the diatoms and the golden algae. And you'll find कि ये लोग ज़्यादातर water living होते हैं. They will be found in fresh water or sometimes marine water. The second group is dinoflagellates. Dinoflagellates are actually organisms which are mainly marine, you can say. वो ज़्यादातर marine होते हैं और photosynthetic होते हैं. And they also possess different pigments. Okay, तो उनके अलग-अलग pigments होते हैं based on which they can bear yellow color, green color, brown color, blue color, or even sometimes red color. ठीक है? That is the second group which is called as dinoflagellates. Now the third one is called as euglenoids. The name itself suggests euglena like. ठीक है? Euglenoids का मतलब ही होता है euglena like. So these organisms are euglena like. They are also found in water bodies only. And you will find that they can locomote because they have a flagella like structure. So all the properties that you will find in an euglena, you will see in this organism. The next one is slime mold. Now slime mold are actually a very unique kind of organism. नाम से ही पता चलता है स्लाइमी होते हैं थोड़े. you'll find कि slimy slippery type का उनका texture होता है. And they are saprophytic in nature mostly. And they live in a colony like format which is called as plasmodium. ठीक है? तो ये होते हैं चौथे ग्रुप के ऑर्गेनिज्म जिसको बोला जाता है स्लाइम मोल्ड्स. द लास्ट वन इज द प्रोटोजोआ. द वर्ड प्रोटो मीन्स फर्स्ट, जून मीन्स एनिमल. तो ये फर्स्ट एनिमल्स बोले जा सकते हैं, बट द थिंग इज दे आर यूनिसेलुलर. ये सब यूनिसेलुलर ही होते हैं और इनको फिर फर्दर सब डिवाइड किया गया. द प्रीवियस 4 ग्रुप्स हैव नॉट बीन सब डिवाइडेड, but the protozoans have been divided, and they have been divided on the basis of their locomotion. वो कैसे मूव करते हैं उसी बेसिस पे उनको क्लासिफाई किया गया है. they have been classified basically into 4 types: ciliates या फिर ciliata बोल सकते हो, ciliate protozoans which have cilia. Cilia are hair like projections throughout the body, as you can see in case of Paramecium here. There are cilia which are having thread-like structures, or cilia which are thread-like structures. They're present throughout the body and they move by the help of this. And the phylum is known as Ciliophora. The second one is the flagellates. पहला वाला आपका था ciliates, second वाला आपका है flagellates. Flagellates मतलब they will be having a flagella, as in case of euglena. Okay, you'll find they have a flagella here, as in case of euglena, and that is their locomotory organ. That is how they can move. ठीक है? तो ये जो सेकेंड ग्रुप है जिसको हम लोग फ्लैजेलेटेड प्रोटोजोन्स या फिर फ्लैजेलेट्स बोलते हैं, उनका फाइलम नेम होता है जूमेस्टिगेना. ठीक है? द फाइलम नेम इज जूमेस्टिगेना. थर्ड वन इज एमीबॉयज. एमीबास आर एमीबॉयड, यू कैन से एमीबॉयड प्रोटोजोन्स भी बोला जाता है, व्हिच आर एमीबा लाइक. ठीक है? तो बॉडी शेप उनका इरेगुलर होगा एंड दे विल डेवलप सूडोपोडिया. This structure here is a pseudopodia, and this is how they can move. Pseudopodia are actually false feet which help the organism to move. Temporary feet होते हैं, they develop outside the body like finger-like projections, and by the help of these finger-like projections they can move from one place to another. तो ये हो गया आपके third type of protozoans which are called as amoeboids. Okay, phylum name is Rhizopodia. The word rhizo means roots and pod means leg. So leg like structures which appear outwards resembling roots, तो इसीलिए उनका नाम पड़ गया rhizopodia. Last one is sporozoans which form the spores. ना ये जो last group है sporozoans, ये spore form करते हैं इसीलिए उनका नाम sporozoans है. Phylum name Sporozoa, and you will find कि ये ज्यादातर infectious होते हैं, pathogenic होते हैं, बट उनका कोई स्पेसिफिक लोकोमोशन मोड नहीं होता. जैसे पहले 3 का हम लोग लोकोमोटरी मोड दिखा दिए. These organisms generally cannot move by themselves. तो उनका लोकोमोटरी कोई ऑर्गेनल ज्यादातर आपको दिखाई नहीं देगा. ठीक है? So this is about the classification of kingdom Protista. So in the next class we'll move on to the first one, that is chrysophytes. Okay, thank you everyone.